Alrighty, here we are again. Today's a Monday. I know it's not my usual day for uploading, but fortunately, I don't have a usual day yet. But anyways, I've got the whole living room is done. I've got a few more boards to screw down over there in the corner, and then I have to cut about where that lamp's at, a little bit behind it. I've got to cut a air conditioning vent hole in it. But yeah, other than that, the living room is done. One thing I did do is right here, because that's a high traffic area, I added some cross runners right there. So that way, you know, you don't have to worry about this part right here ever sagging down. If I ever make this door wider, I have to go to either side of it and do that. So the plan was to start at the door and work my way into the house, but we got into here and there's just a lot of cutting to do in this part of it. So two things. One, I didn't want to really fool with it yet. And then I wanted to do the rest of the house, see how many full sheets I had left, see if I could maybe figure out how to cobble this part together. Still haven't fixed my water leak yet. Still haven't fixed my gas leak. So that's where we're at. I got everything painted. I decided not to paint these floor joists because they're treated lumber. So I think I'll be okay. The next room that we got going on was this one, and we got this one done as well. So that's two rooms that we got done. Gonna, I guess, knock that one out, and this bathroom is gonna be a real pain in the tail too. Then at some point before I get this room all closed up, I have to get in here and clean the coils out inside of there, get all that stuff all cleaned up and nicened up. And then I almost fell. My condensate drain line, it's broken. You can see it laying in a couple of parts down there. I got the piece to fix it. I just need to get on it and do it. So, it's starting to really come together right now. I got an air conditioning vent cleaning guy. He's gonna come out and he's gonna run through all the air conditioning vents and knock out all the crud and junk that's in there. And I think he's planning on doing a mold treatment too in there, just to be safe. And so anyways, I got that Friday. So get all that taken care of. But yeah, that's where we're at in here. I said that I had all the living room done, but there's a little gap right here in front of the fireplace that I got to take care of still. That was just the way that the board ended up being. But it was the least amount of scraps. I think I'll be able to, you know, make one of these work for that, no problem. So no big concern there. So yeah, let's walk around to the back. We'll check out the goats and see how they're doing. I know in my last video I was talking about how I didn't have power. And I said, oh, yeah, electric fence needs power to work. So what was that, Wednesday, that I came out here and looked at that. So then I came back out Thursday, and that was what day they had the power back on. So I came out Thursday and looked at it, and got out here and the goats were gone. So I spent some time being really sad about all that, and traipsed all over the place back here looking for them. Couldn't find them anywhere, and finally just walking along fence lines, seeing if they maybe got into the neighbors' areas, because you can see there's a nice big field over there. So I started out over there on that side of it, and that neighbor over there was very unfriendly. She was the one that I started with, but very, like I said, very unfriendly. So that, you know, it was kind of unpleasant. But, you know, it is what it is. So I know the fence is on, but then ended up walking along on the other side over there, and the neighbor was out and about over there and was able to holler at him, and he asked me whether or not I was looking for goats, and I told him yes, and he said he had them. So after that, it was, you know, just a little bit of networking. That was really nice to meet them. They seem to be about my age. They got a small kid, so all that is going to end up being really good. And we were talking. He's got goats, cows, chickens, ducks, geese. I didn't see any pigs, but he's got quite a bit of animals running around over there. So, but yeah, I don't think the video is really doing justice about how well these guys are doing in here, clearing all this out. But I mean, almost all of the leaves are off of all this brushy stuff. Just this taller stuff right here still has leaves on it, but I have a feeling they'll be able to get to that in no time. But yeah, you can see they've just been through it on all of that. So I'll give them probably a week after Sunday and see where they're at, and then probably move them then. But you know, this is fairly manageable at this point. If they kept it all cleared out like this all the time, I would be fairly okay with this, because I mean, a person can walk through there no problem. So yeah, like I said, a week after Sunday, that'll be the 4 weeks of them being in this paddock area, and then I'll move them and we'll go from there and just see. But yeah, man, they've really done a good job. And still have yet to fix this little spot right here, but fence works for the most part. But anyways, yeah, so now I'm just going to do my thing where I walk around the fence and I check and I make sure that there's no leaves or blades of grass that are lying on it, kind of causing it to not work. Like this one right here, that one's making it not work. So I'll just take that and I'll bend it back just like that, and now they can eat the leaves off of it. Look at them, already getting them. You go, little feller. There's another one right here. Snag that one off. Another one. So yeah, it's a glorious life being a goat farmer. You can hear, I don't know, maybe you can't on the video, that little snapping sound is the sounds of this grass and stuff touching it. So there, after I bent it off, it's not doing it anymore. So yeah, definitely something that I want to keep an eye out for. Anyways, I'm gonna finish doing that. Fence is sagging real bad in a couple of spots, but it's getting close to time to move it, so hopefully they just stay in here. But anyways, yeah, so I'll finish doing that and I'll feed the goats some, oh, see now, that could have been bad. That's my jumper wire, because I had to have a way for them to be able to still get into the goat shed, so I couldn't very well put the fence across like that, so I had to use just a piece of true core wire that I had laying around that I used. But I'll give these guys some animal crackers off camera, because they're just menaces when it comes to getting those animal crackers. So the good thing is that when they bite you, they don't really hurt until they get in the back teeth. That's kind of painful, but see how far along they've come. I wouldn't have ever been able to pet them like this before. Not that I'm going to town on petting them, but progress is progress. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I got a lot done over the weekend. Pretty sore, pretty tired. So I'm gonna take tonight pretty easy and then get back to it tomorrow. But I'm running out of weekends before the end of the month, so there's a mosquito. Anyways, that's all I've got. So I'll see y'all next week.